Hello and welcome to Bonus Round Summer Camp 2 Undernight in Birth EXE Late Claire version 1.04. Last updated on April 28th, 2020.
The 1.04 doesn't even matter, it's just bug fixes.
Yeah, 1.03 was the only real patch. I'm Tabby Nickel, and joining me with is the wonderful, kind of wonderful, Casey.
You know, wonderful within the scene, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone here loves me.
Everyone's second favorite Undernight commentator in the Pacific Northwest.
Who's the first?
It's me. No, actually, no. Sorry. Wait, no. It's Ebonic Play.
True.
He commentated Uniel. He commentated
EL for EL, yeah, of course.
My goat.
When are we running like EL events? You know?
Never. But what we are going to be running into is our bracket right here for the top 8. So we have Klim and Ost on the winner side. They'll be our first stream match of the day.
Seattle matchup classic.
Seattle parentheses matchup. And then we have CG versus Rakestraw. You know, my goat C_Rakestraw, the only Oregon representative coming up here.
And Rakestraw's a grinder. Has been playing and continues to play even when the scene's kind of died down a little bit here, right?
Well, and the thing is they don't even live in like Portland proper. They live
far away.
They live like an hour and a half away by train.
Yeah.
And they started actually coming out to locals and stuff because I have a place where they can crash at, and we're trying to get it so that we get more reps in because offline uni is obviously way better. But then on the loser side of things, we have Dalek and Squawk, which are two players you don't normally see make these top 8s, but these are people who have also been playing and like grinding for a very, very solid amount. Squawk has been around.
Yeah, I think you would have seen Squawk in top 8s circa like 2018, 2019 in our area.
But then at previous bonus rounds, they've been a perpetual 9th place.
Yeah.
They've been like always right on that cusp, but they finally were able to break through onto that loser side of the bracket. And then last up is for our match, we got Clover Wolf here, another one of those
the multi-game GOAT, right?
Number 3 Street Fighter, or like number 5 Street Fighter 6 player. And then they're playing Mars, the new person. Or newer. I think they were a Melee player and then came over with Strive, and then they picked up like Uni, Grand Blue.
I think they picked up Grand Blue and then like eventually were convinced to play Undernight as well.
Yeah, play a good game. So yeah, that's our top 8 of it. We'll be seeing it go through. This is a standard top 8 format, so 2 out of 3 for the whole range of the bracket until winners, grands,
losers, and grands. Yeah.
It should be a grand old time. It's Undernight, and also grand time to check out our Matcherino. !M Uni. I think that code is updated now. We got plenty of codes that you can claim. You can log in with Twitter now. I tried it the other day. It didn't work for a little bit, but you can log in with Twitter now.
As with anything requiring Twitter, right? It crapshoot whether or not it works.
So claim those codes. We want them all gone. That's free money to add to the prize pool. Shoutouts to Piece of the Pie for the $5 direct donation into that prize pool.
I like how the Matcherino says online.
Well, it is online because we're streaming online here at Twitch.tv.
True.
FGC. But yeah, we should be getting slowly started into our match for today. Are we actually getting Merc Mirrors?
Yeah, Klim has been primarily playing Merkaba at VSB.
Okay.
I think what we'll see is if this doesn't work out too well for Klim, we'll probably see a swap the phone on. Just because I know that he's also kept the phone on like relatively up to date. But seeing the Merkaba here is not that surprising.
Yeah, it's one of those things like I know some Merkaba players don't like playing that mirror, right?
Yeah, Ost I think is a cringe lord and loves the mirror.
Ost is a true Merc player, not a Merc player who plays him because they think the character's good. They like him because of this kind of pressure sequence that I'm getting at. And also these two
they're both playing blue. You're gonna have to look at his pants. I guess Ost is the white pant one. Ooh, drops the combo off of the 63A starter, which I know is one of Merc's best starters.
Yeah. Then just tagging with those 2Bs. Yeah, finally finding an opening with their convincing Klim to be pressing. Osh should be able to just set with a 2-2C worm here.
No, it's dead, yeah. That's Merkaba. Not a low damage character in this version of the game.
I just always forget how much 2-2C actually does. Like, even it'll get scaled to oblivion and still deal like 2K minimum.
Nice run under right there to actually deal with the flight. I mean, Ost definitely knows how to play against his own character, right?
Oh yeah. And I think that's one big advantage in the mirror match that Ost will have over this. Well, I think Klim is very, very much a fundamentally more sound player than 99% of fighting game players, period. Ost has those weird matchups and labs all those very, very weird interactions, but Klim just wants to keep it solid, wants to keep it safe, wants to keep it simple here. 2-2C ender. But nice.
Doesn't actually do the safe jump properly, which is I think why Ost went for the reversal there. But still ended up being safe anyway. Maybe Ost being a little too slow there. Nice shield on the JA.
Yeah. Oh, good jump out right there.
The Worms actually ate the active frame, so he wasn't really able to pick up a combo even though it was a rising counter hit. You actually hate to see it. The boys betraying Oss there.
Well, they have to be favored only one Merkava per matchup.
Classic Under Night situation.
Yeah.
That was the FF hit grab?
They were pressed. They were holding back. They got blown up.
That is a crazy CS option. Yeah, nice shield on the 3C.
There we go. I like the micro charge right there, just recognizing to like continue that cycle of pressure into the favor, because like you lose that interaction after this, right? And you're still like in a great
It still won the cycle based on that, right? Is blocking Wormoki though, does a good job and matches out. And now we're gonna see the other side of the corner, because this is what Merkava does. Corner to corner carry.
Actually,
drops it to win the cycle. I really like that decision.
It's a very, very smart decision. Oss, like, especially has been like working on prioritizing cycle more and more.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Combo. Doesn't get hit by the knowledge check. And yeah, the worms will make that 2d6C safe.
Yeah, and then immediately getting the free assault mix right there. Just a bad situation all around. Flight, able to block out of it though.
Yeah, and this will be a combo. Let's see if he drops.
No.
If he does the hard combo, I would have killed, yeah.
Yeah.
But now he's dead. Oh, it doesn't have the meter, so... I think in that situation, greeting for the cycle is probably a little too much, right? The cycle's not really going to matter, since the next hit will kill regardless for either player. I don't think there's that much value when you already have 100 meters.
But I do think it does change like how Oss would want to be playing on their.
I think it's just slightly too risky.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Corner. Doesn't have enough meter to set the boys.
Yeah. There we go. Good shields right now. Just trying to make sure they get the cycle early to force Clem to cash it out right now.
Oss being super patient.
Great shield on the crossover right there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, because still was able to get out of the corner with it, right?
Yeah.
And still won the cycle. So
yeah, not getting like the guaranteed punish on it was the unfortunate part, but boys set now. Oh, it was a falling J, but wasn't able to get a big up.
Yeah,
baby.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that 4B idea. I think Oss sort of expected Clem to go for a 6-6B.
Yeah.
But just not quite working out on the like hurtbox hitbox interaction. And this is a set point here for Clem.
Yeah. Like Oss I think had a good in the beginning had a really good read on what Clem was wanting to do. Clem just made those micro adjustments. It's really pushed them forward right here. Good blocks on there on that flight cross up.
I mean that's definitely a little ambiguous.
Yeah. I got hit. I got blown up.
I would get hit for sure. Merkava neutral.
Yeah, just trying to find these opportunities to be forcing Oss to make the riskier decisions, but they're not biting when they're this far down to the bracket.
Dropping the combos too, right? Yeah. I really like that anti-air, and it was good use of CS there, right? Because obviously about to lose the cycle, but dropping the combo. Oh, I don't like the charge VO. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, so that's another. Actually, got a chance. See, anything can happen with Pixel and a Dream.
With punish.
There was a whiff punish there, yes. It just wasn't a big confirmed pickup off of it.
It should have been.
Yeah.
But Clem mashing, will take the set.
I actually don't hate that charge VO. I want to talk about that. It is a very risky decision, but if Clem was already committing to just do worm quick, a quick follow-up to it to try to blow him up, it would have worked out there. I think that's what Oss was aiming for. They were expecting them to just sort of try to overwhelm them with pressure due to that life deficit.
I think it was just panic decision-making, actually. I think Clem was 3/4 screen away. I understand the want to VO, right? Because if he doesn't do it immediately, right, the worms will sort of stop him from being able to do anything about it, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, Clem is so far away, and he doesn't really have to do anything. He has a life lead, right? So he doesn't actually have to commit to anything. So I just don't necessarily agree with it, but I definitely think it was more of a panic situation, right?
No, that's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I see the reasons of why they did it. I saw that happen, and I'm like, okay, I understand why you're doing it. I'm not saying I agree with it. I get it. Yeah.
I kind of understand it. If it were any other character, I would maybe say it was probably a misinput, but I don't think Merc is often doing VO style inputs.
Yeah.
Randomly. If it were a Hilda, right?
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
absolutely, yeah.
Probably not intentional,
Yeah.
right? or like phone on, right?
I also understand the decision from Ost, because if you look how Ost plays, Ost at that situation would go worm autopilot like hard in there. So thinking like, oh, my opponent's
set the
gonna do
boys
that.
assault JB, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
And if you're thinking of that, but then your opponent isn't on that same wavelength, but you're like, oh, but the counterplay to my O play is this, but your opponent's not going for it. Sometimes you just you just hold.
Very true. And I don't actually know how much experience Ost has in like the mirror itself.
Yeah, because
we don't have any other Merc players here, right? And Ost doesn't net play this game right now.
And they don't travel.
And they don't travel.
I think the only event they traveled to that I remember was CB and Evo last year.
They were supposed to go to the previous climax, but were unable to at the last minute, and now obviously that tournament's not happening, so it's a little rough. So yeah, it definitely hasn't had the opportunity to travel. Right. But up next we got CG and Rakestraw, a grinder.
Rakestraw's great. CG is. Like, CG's also a grinder, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, CG will be one that I know that you've seen them take, like, these small breaks from Unity to focus on things like Street Fighter 6 recently, or Type
Melty,
Lumina,
or whatever.
A variety of games.
CG just likes to play sort of the flavor of the month for a bit, right?
Yeah.
And do those kind of things, but always coming back to Under Night, right? Like, he basically never leaves the game. Rakestraw, though, Under Night only player.
Yeah,
like, that's all he plays.
They came into town the other day. We were talking about it, and they're like, yeah, I don't even want to play other fighting.
Yeah, no,
I just want to focus.
He's like, I like Under Night, and honestly, a couple months ago, I think he took some advice from some people and really upped his pressure a lot.
Yes.
And his pressure now is way less predictable than it used to be, and he is actually a really solid threat on offense. Still, I would say, has some weaknesses on defense.
Yeah.
But his offense is very strong.
Yeah, and that is always something that you have to be like very, very scared of, coming from high players especially.
Yeah.
Once they are able to get that offense down into
his corner pressure is
terrible.
Scary.
No, it's terrible. I get in there and I'm just like, all right, let me unplug my stick.
It's like please, let me out. I'm Hilda. I'm VOing. Get me out.
And that's what Rakestraw's trying to like present onto this pressure right now. Like, look at this.
And this is exactly it, right? Using the 2A staggers effectively, and he kind of does greedily redash, right? Like you'll see here, but he mixes it up so well with not redashing that it's very difficult to predict.
Yeah. There we go. But yeah, CG finding those delay hits, but still not able to make a big hit until now with the counter hit 5C. Still not
a huge hit, but and 6-6C bailing Rakestraw out, and Rakestraw taking round one. Yeah. I will say, I watched these two play at locals yesterday because we did have locals, and we had two, count them, Under Night setups at locals. I know. What a time we live in, more than one.
That's impossible.
I know. And they were actually going relatively even.
Well, so the other thing is that, like, Rakestraw is probably the most frequent enter of Just Block, like the West Coast Netplay tournament.
Yeah, he doesn't care about connection, so he plays anything.
Yeah, and CG, like, enters them not, like, super regularly, but they always play each other in practice.
Really?
Two people who, like, very consistently play each other, so they have a little bit of the understanding of their own habits and the minutiae of how they want to be playing, just like that, recognizing that they want to go for that fireball set because CG wanted to go for the parry right there.
Nice shield.
Yeah. Still, kept CG safe, but just had to make them go for a little bit more of a quicker option right there. Going cash up from 3.4 to 5A.
Ugh. I like that delay tech, but I think was caught matching a wake up. All right. Yeah. Doesn't block the dome. Yeah, and like these two were going really even yesterday. Yeah. So I think this is a really exciting match to watch because there seems to be a lot of adaptation between the two of them, right? Oh, nice match.
Like you're already seeing like some of the adaptations start just with that like early assault pressure. Great recognition.
Recognition on the charged FF, right?
Yeah. A lot of hides are just able to get away with that and like force the opponent to block late, but CG able to retake that corner now.
CG is doing an excellent job baiting these green shields and does end up getting the grid break, although not off the green shield, but did have the recognition and went for it, right?
Well, they saw it's like, oh, you're just gonna keep shielding here. I'm just gonna back off, let you whiff shield and then blow you up for it instead. Now, not able to kill off the 260 ender right there, but the CS ends up working in Rakestraw's favor.
I think that was a misinput on parry.
Yeah, oh yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, then CG ends up, taking that first.
Taking game one, yeah. I like this. Rakestraw taking a second to think. I'm always a huge. Actually, I think that was CG that took a second to think.
Yeah, CG has been a big. Because CG used to not, and then I like had to sit down. Like you have to take breaks because you sometimes
your mental is not good enough to just keep going.
We call it the CG combo, right? You'll probably see it in this game where he's going to go for something hard, it's going to drop, and that's going to affect him for the rest of the set.
Like
just
that,
like that
right there.
I'm so sorry for cursing you, but Rakestraw.
The actual commentator's curse for combo dropper guy, you know. Okay, nice CS and a parry.
They had a great 2B right there, catching Rakestraw pressing though.
Double up kicks.
Yeah. CG doesn't drop these except when he does.
So much damage.
4.2 basically.
And he wasn't in Vorpal for most of that combo either.
Yeah.
Like the most damaging parts of it, it was non-Vorpal.
Yeah. So I noticed CG's going for a lot of the 5A check on the meaties because they're always seeing Rakestraw go for delay tech. And I think that is one part of Rakestraw's defense is they really do like that delay tech because a lot of people don't challenge that.
Well, delay tech is really strong, right? But you do have to mix it up.
Yeah.
And I think Rakestraw in particular, like I was saying earlier, his offense really good, his combo is really good.
Yeah.
His weaknesses right now lie a lot in his defense, right? Like he doesn't tend to OS, and when he does, it's very predictable, right? And oftentimes will go for sort of bad matches or very samey defensive options, so it's really easy to play around.
Yeah. Right, so he's just getting a brief hit right there.
Ooh, hide backdash, not good enough to save him right there.
That's a lot of grit on deck.
Yeah, but CG does not have 6 grid block combos. No one has them.
Okay, but out of everyone in this room, CG would have them.
Yeah, but no one has them.
No one has them. But if I had to choose one person, gun to my head.
That's true. If you put a gun to my head and was like, pick a person to find a 6 grid block combo, I'd be like CG.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, just
DOIW.
Yeah. Keep it classy, keep it clean, and CG takes it 2-0.
Yeah. That was really good stuff to CG, right? Like, I wish other people could have seen what I was seeing yesterday at Locals. I think it was a lot closer looking.
Well,
but, Locals versus tournament stuff is different.
To show my own tournament, twitch.tv/TabbyNickel every other Wednesday. We are on the Under-Night Just Block tournament. When they do play, these sets do go even. It is usually a, and even in those matches, I would say everything except for the very last game that they played, it was GG's, but it was close.
Yeah. Like it's like a 2-0, but it was close though. But actually,
it's
and those always feel bad. I feel like that's really common in Undernight, where it's like the games themselves can feel really close, but one player is just unable to close them out, right?
Yes. And it also makes it harder because you look at someone like CG, who I think is one of the most combo-wise optimal players.
Not true. Actually, he doesn't do the super optimal stuff that I forget who found it, but you can basically get double up kicks mid-screen off of any starter.
Wait, really?
Yes, and it's really difficult, and no one really does it except for the one player who found it. I think it was Psycho that found it, but
Psycho doesn't even play the game anymore.
I know, because this was old scrolls that they found, that they shared, and I think CG doesn't do those combos.
You know what? I totally forgot to message because Psycho's Seattle now.
Yeah, but they don't come out to stuff yet.
I know. I was going to try to get them to come out to this just because it's,
because
I think they're at least playing other games.
Yeah, I think they are playing other games.
I
don't think they're playing Uni anymore.
I remember when I was chatting with them, they said they were good. They might pick it back up because there is an active scene here for it.
There's actually people to play here.
There's multiple top players.
Yeah.
Casey.
I give people hill to practice. I'm the most valuable person in this region.
Yeah, you make me spike my stick.
That way you don't spike your stick at majors, you know?
So true. We don't
spike your stick at locals, not majors. Yeah, exactly. Hill to players are cool. You're right. So I think, speaking of players with a lot of improvement, right? Like Rakestraw, obviously. I think Dalek is actually a player that's improved a ton.
Oh yes.
Yes. I don't know what happened, but something clicked with them pre-Frosties, right? And they got a lot better very quickly.
Yeah.
I admittedly used to not have to think very much when playing against them. Now they actually they're interacting. I have to think they're doing the good stuff, right?
They were never Dalek and I used to go pretty even in sets, right? We were comparable in skill, and I'll admit I'm not good at this game. But Dalek has since we've last played at least has gone significantly better. But we are in another mirror match now.
Elnum mirrors, baby. Yeah, Squawk definitely a legacy Elnum player. You will see some ST stuff from Squawk.
But the the thing is
ST stuff's not bad.
We also talked about this that nobody besides Prem is playing this character correctly.
I agree. I think as much as I hate to admit it, Prem is definitely the Elnum that's doing the stuff that I think is really good right now.
Yeah. All right, reload.
All right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Actual recognition on the TRM attempt right there.
And I like that dash block out of the corner from Dalek, right? Like, that's something that you see good uni players do, right? That's not something you really see from, like, a lot of lower level players.
Oh, yeah,
right?
no, absolutely.
Gunshot.
All right, yeah, good CS. Just try to gain control, yeah.
All right.
Squawk had been really going for a lot of those shield attempts on the early pressure, so just delaying it and then immediately catching up with the grid break. Gain control of it, but it's not going to matter. C-Gun.
And this is kind of what I mean, right? Like, you can actually see those adaptations coming out from Dalek, right?
Yes,
like,
yes. Which that doesn't have to be, like, even in like some high-level games, you don't see those adaptations come out that quickly. So Dalek already ready to try it.
Counter hit Gunshot is a really good starter.
Allegedly.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Oh, it gets the full reload too, but gets mashed on mistimes the meaty.
All right, yeah, nice. Goes for the whip dash right there to get the guaranteed side swap. Now staggering him out right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good bait on the 2B mash out.
Hey. Okay, yeah.
Same combo. Goes for throw.
Yeah,
Oh.
and ready for the EXD or the EX cutting. Is that cutting sync? I don't remember.
Cutting sync,
Is that
yeah.
cutting sync? Yeah. Move names are hard. This game?
Move names are kind of cringe in this game, depending on the character.
Depending on the character. Yeah,
like,
give me a user move name
yeah,
right now, right?
You also have to include the star.
Yeah, and the up inflection.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the Merkava move names, you know. I think one of them's I Devour or something like that.
The only move name that I like actively remember of a character I don't play is Yaku's maybe I'll place it over here, parentheses, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Got some corner pressure going. Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Good throw attack out, able to retake their turn back, and fighting the counter hit, but not the big pickup as it was a bit of a weird timing on it.
Oh, something else I should mention is both these players are also melty players.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like every Eltman player is actually just a melty
player.
I don't feel like there's any Eltman player that doesn't. Was that Magnets?
And both of them are AACC players specifically.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? There's only one melty player.
That's so true. There's melty and then there's Cyber Lunar, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like there's melee and smash. All right, reload.
This is a pretty close life lead, right? Like any hit will really do it here.
As well, only 25 seconds left on the clock, so there's only one more cycle really left into this game.
Yeah, I think there's 2, but the last one's kind of eh.
No, there's only one.
Well, now there's only it's 7 seconds.
No.
Yeah. It's either 7 or 11 seconds. I don't remember the number. They change it every version.
Yeah, it's like there wasn't another cycle in that situation. I'm aware, but I'm aware of that great 2A press right there.
Exactly, and Dalek taking round 1 of game 2, right?
Yeah.
Showing some of the adaptations required.
All right. Yeah.
Mashing after, unenhanced bullet, right? So not actually plus.
Yeah. Well, they had been in enhanced bullet for so much of these games because they were just trading these hits back and forth. So I think maybe just getting comfortable and not recognizing, like, oh, I don't have enhanced bullet this time anymore. My pressure press.
And this is gonna hurt actually. That was I think a 2-2B starter with enhanced bullets, right?
Yeah. But a good throw. So now just able to play that basic stagger game right now. Trying to get the opportunity to open Squawk up. But Squawk just willing to just hold down back until they create that distance.
Yeah, I think Dalek was looking for like a 2B mash, right?
Yeah.
Having gotten their own 2B baited a bunch was maybe trying to do the same thing. Ooh, bad BO. And that is something that Squawk is prone to doing is what I'll call the P&W VO, right?
Yeah.
Very, very ST era R region thing to do.
Yeah. But you can have all those bad VOs as you want to, as long as you still find those hits.
Both players backdashing post CS.
No, only one enhanced bullet now for Dalek. Squawk doesn't have...
Oh, the 5A mash. Checking the assault, the empty assault. Yeah. Squawk taking a little second. Going back into it.
Like, Squawk hadn't presented that at all in the previous portion of that. So being ready to just empty to check that empty assault right there, just showing Dalek being super on point right now.
Could have just been a fuzzy mash on the assault, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is actually a really smart thing to do in general,
yeah,
right?
for sure.
For specifically that situation, right? Nice shielding.
Now. Not pressure.
Oh, gets hit by the overhead.
Yeah.
Oh, drops combo though.
It's okay. Still keep the pressure going.
Yeah, has a ton of grid here. I actually like using that CS early in the cycle.
Yeah.
Given how low Squawk was on grid, it's very possible to re-win it in that same cycle. And you'll see it here, especially since Squawk got hit, but Dalek is likely to win this cycle as well.
Yeah, like Squawk would have to be going hard on the shield, but they're also very scared of that because of how much Dalek had been pressuring.
Exactly.
But now you see once they burned that CS earlier, I'm saying I have to take it back here and now.
Oh, gets it overhead,
Yeah.
and this will be it, assuming the combo finishes.
No,
which
it doesn't. Why did
I say anything?
Yeah.
Cutting Sync into full combo.
Should be big damage. Going for the
Side swap. Oh, drops though.
So good grid.
And a good grid break, right? Nice shielding. That is, that's not even a melty thing. Wake up
That's
throw
a gear
is
player.
like
That's
a gear player.
But that was dash block like fuzzy throw.
It was weird.
That was a.
I kind of like it,
yeah.
but I kind of hate it at the same time.
I like it specifically versus Squawk because of how they've been really like putting a lot of their pressure in those corner sequences.
I also think it opens up space for Dalek to DP.
Yeah, that too.
Like this.
Yeah. Working out great for them right here. Gonna see the side swap.
Gets the full combo. Enhanced bullets and gets the grid, so we'll win the cycle. Yeah, cutting sync.
Yeah, gotta be able to now actually take a very, very solid life.
And now Squawk's in the corner.
But, yeah,
Ooh. Yeah, there's the panic VO from Squawk again,
Yeah.
right? I would like to see... Oh, blocking the overhead.
This ain't online. This ain't net play. We gotta block that here. All right, yeah, burn that CS just to try to close the distance. Good block
So
on the assault.
I don't really like that CS just because that Squawk is in VO, so that meter is now wasted.
Yeah, but you're looking to just continue the pressure up. That's what Squawk really needs right here because all they need is one hit like this.
And should be dead.
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think IW would have done it. But maybe it doesn't matter because 15 seconds left. Oh, no. Oh, but drops the combo.
Yeah. The panic 2A right there. Just try
This is still doable. A throw will do it. Spin. I would have spent meter for a reset.
Yeah. But Squawk just
DP?
Yeah. It's such a hard situation, right?
It's
like,
rough.
Like
It's a mentally tough situation.
you have to challenge there to just be able to like, confirm in a DP and hope that it evens up your life to just get the time trade.
Going for an easy combo there. I think the height on the gunshot was kind of weird. So
Yeah.
couldn't get like a
yeah,
full confirm.
Yeah.
Does get one here though in the corner, so. Eldum's stuff looks pretty cool. I like Eldum combos.
It's objectively cool. She's an objectively cool character. That's an objectively good throw tech out there for both these players.
Yeah, that was
back
definitely
to
an
back.
OS throw tech.
Yeah.
And nice bait on the VO, right? Like, that's what I've been talking about. That's the third panic VO we've seen from Squawk.
That's like in just this one game right here. We've seen it even more throughout the set. And Dalek getting that big adaptation.
Enhanced bullets. And a nice micro dash throw.
Yeah.
That is good stuff to Dalek.
Yeah.
I love to see it. We love to see improvement in our mid-level players, right?
Yeah. Because that's what you need. That's what you need to like really build up. Because
Exactly.
like, I feel like for the longest time,
Massive canyon in player skill kind of in this area, right?
It was you know, I'm gonna say the people who are like actively like grinding the game, right? Which was Rourke and CG for the longest time. You had like Ost,
Myself.
yeah, when you before the Hilda swap.
Now with the I made top 24 at FF with Hilda. I don't know if
top
you
24.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you did. Yeah, you did.
I'm
DQ,
good
yeah.
at the game.
Well, no, not to, no. You're not good. You're not good. You're a commentator. You can't be good at the game. That's the
So
rule. That's the
true.
rule.
So true.
And I've tried. There's another person whose name I'm blanking on. That was like. There was a third person. I'm
It's me. I am the third person.
It was Casey's Gord and Casey's.
The local top 4 has always been. Oh, it was Aki.
Oh, the Aki. Yeah. Like it was. You had like you guys that were able to like challenge them, but they were still like able to just like surpass you in one way or another. But we're finally seeing like.
I've beaten CG in tournament. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but CG has more consistent results
that's true.
than you.
That's 100%
That's
true.
the difference.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have things like you have people like Dalek who've been proven. You have people like Squawk who are still out and still doing well, like despite them this not being
really
their,
playing
their
the
main game.
Yeah.
You know, same with like Cloverwolf, who we have up now here.
Multi-gamer god,
Multi-gamer
right?
God. And then also like to end cap that off with like the EL people, like Talking Chicken, who unfortunately they got 9th, but they were knocked out by both Cloverwolf and Squawk.
Yeah.
Together, so it's just like
Man, that sucks. That's
Yeah.
like a. I feel like that's like an ST era like
Like the
local
bracket,
match.
yeah.
Like that happens a lot, right?
But here we have, like I said, Cloverwolf, the multi-game god, one of the best Street Fighter 6 players in the PNW right now.
Disgusting JP player.
Honest
as a JP player myself.
Yeah.
Mid-tier character making it work.
only losing to disgusting top tiers like Modern Lily?
Modern Lily's a disgusting top tier we need. But yeah, so Mars is a newer Uni player, but I kind of thought we'd see the Byakuya, but maybe he just prefers Hilda for this matchup.
So the thing is that Mars was in bracket switching Byakuya and Hilda depending on the player.
Yeah, I could see that. And probably how he's feeling, right?
And they just have played more Hilda throughout the day, so I think they're just more warm on it, and they don't want him to like really switch between.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is that to play this matchup, you have to understand Chaos's options on Oki, and you have to be ready to counterplay them.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of player interaction type stuff, right? And I don't think Mars really knows how to do that yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of people who have like the dedicated Chaos experience to see that. Trying to go for the FFA, just like mashing out of the pressure sequences, but instead Clover will able to keep it going here. Nice 2A confirmed.
Yeah. Getting out of Chaos pressure as Hilda is a little rough. It's not too bad since FF is like low crushes, right, on frame 7.
Yeah.
So it's definitely doable. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like this matchup actually. I don't think it's too bad for either player, honestly.
No, I think a lot of it does come down to the player matchup, but I think a lot of it is going to be seeing. So this is one thing. I had played Mars in bracket, and they were not getting a lot of the good sets.
That's actually what I was about to say. Yeah. So their combos are not good, right? And like they could have 3B'd, right, and stuff like that, right? They're very new to the character, right? And it's kind of obvious. This combo doesn't do any damage, right? Even with the Chaos is also a twink, so you have to you actually have to be spaced further away
to get the full hits.
To get the full hits of this sword.
Yeah.
And that's probably not something Mars is really aware of.
Yeah, and also not aware of that 6C coming up through to pressure them back in that corner once again. I like that. I like the patience to just wait and like. You saw all the Aussie sets happening before, and they were very, very like delayed. But Mars was just allowing the pressure to come in and then get hit by it. So just willing to press that 2A there, allowing them to like take that round.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is kind of rough, right? I think in this situation, you need to be prepared to just mash by B and be okay with the consequences.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you just want the dog to die. But 2B bad because 2B has a hurt box on the entire side of it.
Yeah.
So you in those scenarios, you want to do like. Your disjointed normals, right? Gets the mix, but you actually can't do that combo off of EX Bloom set. EX Bloom kind of ruins your scaling.
But still, you just have to try to get the damage wherever you can, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think Mars was like really looking for. Try to, loop whatever pressure they can.
Yeah. It's rough, right? I think this is definitely a matchup where if you don't have the close to optimals, right, and you're not doing the Oki and adapting to the player, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
And Cloverwolf definitely knows how to pilot Chaos. Doesn't do any of the clear stuff, right? Like you don't really see Cloverwolf Park Aussie very often. You don't see things that are specific to clear.
But it's also not something that you have to do versus most people.
ST Chaos is good, right?
And honestly, Clear Chaos just made it better.
Yeah, Clear Chaos is better.
Yeah.
But ST Chaos and playing that style is still pretty good. And like that dive kick, right, too high.
Yeah.
Cloverwolf recognizing that it's punishable, right?
Yeah. Just like having that legacy uni knowledge, I think, is the big thing that carries. Like, you already see like their grid control is very, very good. Not really ever losing that cycle, except for situations they're choosing to trade it off for getting that OP set or getting that corner carry. Right?
While uni is not Cloverwolf's main game, it used to be.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And you can tell, right?
Yeah. Just always like, and I mean. Like we talk about, Cloverwolf's just like really good at fighting.
Multi-game god, right?
They're really good at fighting.
Pretty good at BlazBlue, pretty good at Street Fighter.
Like pretty good at whatever game they decide they want to play.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I think they play basically every game.
They're American Psychotic.
So that's actually true.
They're American Psychotic, right? Like
the maneuvering around, right?
Yeah, just always like spacing themselves outside of that Hilda pressure. And like Mars is like finding these hits, right? But they're still finding the opportunities, even getting the jump in to close the distance. IW though to punish that so.
That's a hard read on the skewer. I don't really like skewer in most matchups, but definitely not Chaos.
Yeah.
Just because 6C exists, right?
Oh yeah, missed the timing to be able to get the actual 50-50 Cloverwolf. You just have to block the
I think Mars was trying to read the roll.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
It's something that you have to hard read, right? And that's why I like the dash up from Mars there to sort of make see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You see what I'm getting at?
No, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And gets the round off of that, right?
Yeah. But that's now in the stack, and you can see Cloverwolf doesn't care. Just I'm gonna roll anyways. I'm getting.
Yeah. Round start roll to deal with that is another set of things, right?
Yeah.
It's very RPS focused. But it's not the worst thing to deal with.
Throw,
Yes!
yeah.
Good break throw.
They even have the cross up opposite set as well, so you're in just like a rock in a hard place. You're not ready to find that throw tech out of there, but overall,
I like the dash block attempt, but, you know, not quite doing the block part fast enough, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Classic.
Gets the VO out.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to meaty. You
Yeah.
still have to meaty as Hilda when you do that. But what I do is I 2-2-C meaty, which is not optimal, but it means I don't have to TK skewer because I'm bad at TK.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know who's good at doing whatever they want? It's Cloverwolf.
That's true.
Set.
yeah, Cloverwolf's a goat, man. He's good at the game. He's good at every game
yeah.
he plays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they'll be moving on forward, so they will be playing, I'm trying to remember it, they'll, top of the bracket, so they play Us.
Yeah. I feel like it's also funny because, like, I didn't enter the tournament today, right?
Yep.
But whenever I do enter stuff and Cloverwolf also enters stuff, I always fight him. I always fight Cloverwolf. So, like, Cloverwolf is, like, used to playing against Hilda.
Oh, yeah.
Because I play him literally every bracket.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that helps, like, a lot when you're playing against the people who are still in that, like, that learning phase with the characters and all
exactly.
that.
Because you kind of know it's like, ah, yes, I vaguely know what's happening. And you can see, like, Cloverwolf's like, I know counterplay to Gloomokey.
Yep.
Right? Like, you have to show me that you know counterplay to my counterplay immediately.
Yeah. And that's just something that heck, I even feel like seasoned Hilda players don't even do that. They'll just go for the Gloomokey, like, immediately.
Going for Gloomokey immediately is fine, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, at least at layer 1, when you're not used to playing against a person, right, it's good to still go for that layer 1.
Yeah, you know, for sure.
But, you know, obviously not being well-versed, right, Mars doesn't immediately know what the counterplay is, right? And did figure it out at the end, right? Like, was like, I'll do a run-up and bait and pretend. Like, you're not going to be able to react to me jumping or not jumping. You're just not going to have the time for that. So I'll just run forward, stop, and press a button, right? And if you roll, you die.
Brian.
It looks like the monitor is also...
Yeah, we might be having some technical difficulties on...
It looks like it's on the console.
Yeah. But yeah, so like in the meantime, we can talk about the rest of the bracket that we have, but we've got CG and Clem playing right now.
Yeah.
Who are like, this is really like, you know, CG's like been grinding this game for a long time.
Yeah.
But this still feels very like
Clem definitely
like
has
legacy player versus new player still in my mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, if back in ST, it definitely would have been, right? Clem coming down to our locals, our monthlies, and just winning them, right? Yeah. CG obviously being newer at that time, right? No longer new to the game, right? But it's definitely EL Boomer versus like ST Boomer, right?
It's EL Boomer versus like late ST Boomer.
Yeah, I guess like 2018.
Yeah, it was English release. I think was like around the time because I think CG was.
Well, that's when Seattle as a whole started playing the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I moved here and I like came out to one of the like GameWorks locals and like nobody was really playing Uni.
Yeah.
Like it had like everyone had just started playing Uni, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, we were grinding EL down in Portland. That's all I'll say.
We didn't have EL players here.
We did. We had the goats.
I think like Aki played EL and Blake played EL.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. Here we go, players down. Getting
yeah,
into
and
it.
I'm not surprised to see Merkaba again. But CG, I was talking to him earlier, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not worried if Clem pulls out the Merkaba. I like know way more about that matchup."
Yeah, because if you like, we have the exhibition just happening later, but CG and Oz play each other like they're core training partners.
Yeah.
Right. This is how CG learned how to really play the game was playing this matchup in particular.
Yeah, like CG definitely knows what to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, as long as it's Merc, I'm not that scared.
Yeah.
He's like, if it's phone on, I'm a little bit more scared.
Yeah, because Clem phone on especially is very different than I think a lot of the other phone ons you see out there. Like very different than like at least like locally like Aria phone on.
Yeah.
Is very different, and then like it's different than Silent phone on. It's different than like Luffle phone on.
All the phone ons are different, right? As awful as that is to say, because in ST they were not all different. They were all the same player.
Well, no, Claire made you become different with the character.
Yeah, they took away the super broken stuff and they left you with stuff that's really good, but you have to like use your brain.
Exactly. Ooh, good trade right there. CG's still able to maintain the pressure. And a nice OS out.
Oh, the OS call out.
Yeah.
But that's data, right? I mean, that was a close round one. Klim obviously, clearing it out, but some data gathered for both players.
And this is 3 out of 5, so you have even more opportunities to gather data.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Corner pressure. No boys, but gets caught mashing. Merkava corner combos. Merkava combos in general lasting 20 seconds.
Yeah, then just going for the immediate, flight JV right there, trying to stop CG, but a good late VO.
I do like that VO.
That's something you see from a lot of Merkava players. They try to make you think like, oh, you stop the.
It's like, ooh, am I gonna left right you?
Yeah.
It's not actually really that scary, right? Like you can't really be left righted.
Oh, great! Full charge 5C pickup right
Unfortunate side swap though. Wanted to IW right because the VO timer was about to run out, but I almost wonder if doing the combo was better.
It doesn't really matter when you get
right?
these big confirms at the very end.
Why am I saying it? But
Well, yeah, it is it's very reasonable to think, but I think just prioritizing the damage right there, having that life lead, because then you can just play defensive.
I think the damage would have been similar, and Klim would have been in the corner instead of midstream.
Yeah, but it's a harder confirm.
Yeah, it's true.
It's harder to confirm, and still has the chance of dropping. Right?
Oh, unfortunate match shot. I think CG would have been better off shielding there with how close the cycle was. Yep, FF.
Yeah. Like a weird late pickup on it, so couldn't make anything crazy happen.
It was an awkward hit,
Yeah.
I think. It was not all the hits really vacuumed in there, which is not actually something you see from Enkidu FF very often.
I always get confused, surprised when C-Berry hits from that far, but Klim does not care.
The extended hurt box.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely, C-Parry can definitely not hit sometimes.
Versus Merkava especially, it doesn't hit a lot.
On Hilda also too.
Yeah.
CG, I meet you with like a 5C, CG does wake up, EX parry, and it's like... It's still a great situation for Enkidu because you can't do too much as the person that just got parried. He's full invuln until cancel, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have to cancel, so...
yeah.
Unfortunate FF whiff.
Yeah, I think you see on Ost a lot go for a lot more aggressive flights right there.
Yeah.
So you're trying to play off that timing that you're used to. But Klim staying a little bit more willing to drift back and then
Klim doing the high flight drift back, right, to intentionally bait the FF. I think after seeing that one FF from CG, is like, yes, this is something I need to be aware of. What a hit.
And gets the confirm off. Let's go Canadian.
That was nasty. Yeah, and this is technically Canada versus Canada. CG is a dual citizen.
Yeah, great press out right there.
Mashing.
Well, you see CG, it's Enkidu. You have to go for the delay stagger to try to blow your opponent up for it. But Klim is just ready to press even faster. On that nice 2-3-6 to blow through the worm.
I tried to whiff punish, right? But Merc 2A, not really a whiff punishable button, right?
Yeah. Well, you've been seeing a lot of 2Bs right there, right?
Yeah.
So that is a very whiff punishable, and I think CG's trying to early predict that. Good throw attack out, just the immediate run up throw. Do what again? Third time. This is Street Fighter 6, baby. Can't throw loops. You ain't Ken.
Unfortunately, there is wake up throw protection in this game, so not quite as potent. I like the dash block out of the corner there. But Klim also waiting for it, basically.
Yeah, but I think it's a very reasonable wait. For CGs normally can be pretty aggressive on that. Yeah, good use of the parry to just be able to try to get out of the early worm pressure if Klim wanted to be aggressive, but instead...
No meter, so I don't think this will kill, but he might build it. Oh, he's going to build it. He's Merkava. What am I saying? Oh, it just sets the boys. Okay, look, I hate it, but I also kind of love it. It's a terrible decision. It's a terrible decision. But I think CG had mentally given up on the game.
That's true, yeah, and you can just get a big reward off that position. You already see that life total deficit getting close, and this isn't Enkidu. You only need one really solid hit to make these big comebacks.
True, but no resources, right?
But I believe. I believe in our honest footsies and Enkidu players making something happen right here. Good
nice
shield. Able to take the turn back, but good blocks from Klim, not getting opened up with those overheads.
Yeah. That's rough, right?
Yeah, trying to check either the stand block or the up back immediate flight on that pressure with that JA
CG
right
taking
there.
A second and drinking water. You love to see icing. Let's go icing.
And even going back to characters, I say this every single tournament I commentate,
Same.
but I'm going to say it for the entirety for the rest of time. If you are playing ever after every game, take a break.
So it's funny. I think if you look at my commentary also, every time I'm on the mic and I see someone lose really poorly, like really badly, and I don't see them take a break,
it's over.
I'm always like, you should take a break. You should ice your opponent. And then when I see people ice it, I'm always like, I'm so happy to see people icing. It's so good for their mental. Like,
genuinely, the only person that I have ever watched that shouldn't ice people out is Red Blade.
Yeah,
Red Blade is the only person that
super momentum-based player. And is able to to change the momentum without needing that break. Right?
Yeah, and, like they can take losses and use it as positive momentum for their own games, right? Like, but definitely, you know, like.
But I think most players need to ice.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely a big proponent of icing. You know, it's funny. Like, I like pretending to think about stuff.
Yeah.
And just look like I'm thinking, but in my head, I'm not thinking about anything. No thoughts, head empty. I'm just sitting there.
You're like, I will 5v on round start.
No, I'm like, man, that sucks. I lost. As I scratch my chin.
I should go back to character slots.
I should sit here for 30 more seconds.
That's what CG needed to do to try to close it up. But Klim has just been showing very aggressive dominance. Even, you know, like you were saying, with those delays, not able to kill that momentum just yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like, you know, Klim obviously sees the player, so icing not going to necessarily be as effective, right? More so for CG's mental rather than to take momentum away from Klim. But Klim is running away with it in this last game.
It really is. And even fighting those times where CG is trying to go for those parry attempts and toss it back into the corner, but it ends up working out for him with that big counter hit now. Good old 4.3.
Yeah, 4.5. You know, spent the meter.
Alright, yeah, 60 as soon as you try to delay it, you just reversal out, even up those life totals.
Still a life lead for CG though.
Yeah.
And will win the cycle. Oh, Nanami does that, but
still won the cycle.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. I thought the timing was actually.
So did I, but it was CG.
It was just the right timing, so where no one had the cycle.
That's why he's in the winners finals, and we're over here on the commentary.
I didn't enter.
You did actually. We DQ'd you.
That's true.
All right, yeah. But Klim just not even letting that phase. I'm just immediately saying, yeah, you know, I'm gonna continue to do my Murkava things.
Nice shield. We'll win the cycle from it, right?
Oh, okay. Actually, able to check out of it.
Reaction. I don't know how big a starter that. I don't think it's that big.
With the CS, it's not great. 3.2 off of a big C button starter isn't exactly what you're looking for as you keep your turn. Just blocking after that CS, allowing Klim to keep the aggression that they normally haven't done before.
Oh, gets the 4C, but actually, that's a sick pickup.
It's CG. What do you expect?
Yeah, it's true. You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't know why I even doubted.
You don't have
no back throw though.
Yeah, there we go.
Stagger pressure. All right.
Yeah.
You know, Klim was looking like he was going to run away with it, right? But CG able to turn it around.
Yep. And just immediately going back into it. This is good for CG. CG very
yeah,
momentum
I think going back straight into it after winning that game for CG totally makes sense. CG is definitely very mentally driven, like you were saying.
But Klim's just trying to get through this. They got a Street Fighter 6 bracket to win. That's what they're really here for. There we go. Nice. Getting opened up by that second hit right there. Murkava time.
Set the boys? No. Okay, the dash block FF is actually so smart, and I'm so sad that combo dropped.
Yeah, it was just slightly too late on the 5B to get the big pickup.
It's actually the most giga-brained thing to do right there. I love it.
Gets the side swap. Nice run up throw. All right, good tech out though.
Yeah, that was an OS tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, was guaranteed to lose the cycle.
Yeah.
So I agree with.
What? You know,
CG's labbing that Neta combo tonight.
No, I'm gonna say that's the thing with CG is that great opener gonna be able to close around out here with it. But I need a comment on CG will get these weird random hits or trades, and then you'll see post tournament a 30 Twitter thread of
we're seeing a Twitter post tonight with all right, I optimized this hit.
Well, did you see the stuff with the Yuzu? They found a new move that had object quality.
I hate that.
Yeah. Apparently, startup Yuzu flip is object, but the last hits are strengths.
I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Object property in this game is very strange. All right, Klim's probably going to set the voice here. It has 200 meters, so I'd be... Oh, drop the combo.
Yeah. And, as soon as he tries to, dive kick out, thinking the throws will come through. just goes for the big yeah, punish.
Yeah, but it's not. It's too active, right?
Yeah.
So punish.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
those.
we did it!
We did the mini game.
Oh my God,
did
we beat the Merkava mini game. I hope they nerf that in the next version of the game that never comes out.
Uni 2 just a week away.
Yeah,
Uni 2's in a week.
Uni 2, the gotcha game, where I don't have to shield Merc 2316
That's right.
to punish.
Under Night Cart.
Under Night Cart.
All right, but yeah, now going immediately into that phone, I mean, like, okay, I'm down. And this is now going to force CG to have to play very differently, have to completely readjust. And
it's a matchup he's a lot less confident in.
Yes, oh yeah, most definitely. Like you saw, like I honestly think getting that 2316 punish was
that was it. That was the
thing.
Clem was like, all right,
no.
This is too much knowledge on this matchup, right?
Yeah.
I think the thing though about the Clem Phonon is that it's not a clear Phonon.
No, it is very much an ST Phonon, which
is worse.
Is worse, yeah. Because you lost all the good things from ST that made Phonon what she was in that game. But yeah, good.
Good pick up.
The low whip, and yeah, full pick up.
I mean, the SC Phonon, Clem, it's still good.
It's still good.
And Clem is still good at the game, so.
Allegedly, it's only up 2-2 in the winners finals.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, nice pickup. This will probably kill.
Yeah. Getting to hold on to the meter as well. Like you'll see a lot of people just like auto confirm the EX specialty and just guarantee the round. But Slim knew, but CG knew that I could parry that.
CG was like, you're gonna press 5 BB.
Yeah.
No shot. Alright.
And that's the thing is like you see these combos, it's like not super high damage. And with CG, if you allow CG to get that hit, they're gonna make you hurt for it. And so if you're trading these low health, like confirms, it's not gonna go in your favor.
Whoa. Tries to go for the projectile of his own, Enkidu 2 charge 2C.
Yeah.
Right, but not, okay. Not blocking the dome.
And this is big. Has 200 meter on deck, so.
Will not spend, but Clem caught mashing on wake up.
Yeah. All right, keep it calm.
Spend it, probably.
Spend just 100, because you'll back, like, oh.
He didn't backdash.
Yeah.
I think he was afraid of losing the cycle.
That was so good!
That was such a bad decision. That was so bad. Spending that CS was actually terrible there.
It was terrible, but it was also great.
Oh! Clears the 63B and gets a full counter hit. Spend it, and then please backdash this time. Thank you.
Yeah. You can't just let your opponent try to forward tech out of that. You have to go that backdash. Counter hit 5C. Great delays
Double
right
up
there.
Kicks. Not quite dead yet, but will be close.
Yeah, spends it again. Backdash one more time. No, run up because they see the delay tech. Oh, misses.
It was air hit, so it was awkward to pick up on. I don't want to see CG do anything here.
You see him get grid broken right now, so Slim gets a chance to run back in. Still has to make a lot work in the 2-3-6.
Sees the fireball into these. I think that was what CG was looking for. He's like, I have the life lead. Like, the impetus is on you. You have to do something.
Yeah.
And the second you cancel into a fireball, I'm in there.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Like you said, that was instantaneous. Like, it was like they were buffering it in the block.
It was exactly what he was looking for, right? And you could kind of tell. He was either looking for an assault, a jump of some variety, right, or a fireball. Because one thing I was talking to CG about his fears about the Phonon matchup was he was like, I need to remember that if I see Phonon in the air, I need someone to scream at me to press the FF button, right? If I can remember to do that, then I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think of the 3 things he was looking for, that was one of them.
Yeah.
The fireball was one of them. And then some other weird, risky option, probably.
Probably, yeah. Oh, and I'm trying to think if, like, yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, what the Clem-specific option you're looking for, because I think with a lot of other
it's
Phonon,
definitely the fireball in general,
well,
or the jump.
I mean, like you're seeing Assault GC, you're seeing Fireball, but then there's the third risky Clem option, because I feel like every Phonon player has their different risky option out there, right? Like you'll see you'll see Arya just try to go for those like back hit the weird like back hit confirms.
Oh, like the J4B stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't think Clem ever does the J4B. So like
Nobody does those. Nobody does.
The stuff that I never see Clem do is like J4B. I never see him press 6FF. I just never see any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
The 6FF is that's the silent special.
6FF is broken.
Yeah.
That's the every Phonon should be pressing that button.
That button is good. All right, yeah. So now we've got back to loser's side. This is losers.
2 of our most improved players, Rakestraw and Dollar.
Oh yeah. And it's two different like ways of improvement because like Dalek isn't like the big net play grinder. Like you see, I see him ping, but a lot of it I think has just been like self improvement and like on like micro level stuff.
And I think he plays offline with a group of friends.
Oh, does he?
Yes,
Okay.
So he plays offline a good bit with a group of friends. Now, that leads to different meta developments, right? But obviously does pay attention to tournaments and whatnot. And a good counter hit starter here.
Early on, yeah, the delay 6B, like that's a big tool that you see Rachel using a lot in like everyone's pressure sequences.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are wanting to like try to re-challenge after that, but I mean those multi-hit 6Bs like that, like Migrant 6B are always great.
No, Hide 660 is broken.
Oh.
Yeah, no combo though, because it doesn't have the meter.
But it's so fun, like get the hit. You saw Rachel able to like find the throw and find the charge overhead right there. Should kill off here should they choose to spend the...
Yeah. That's only what you see with Hyde there. You'll see the DP into another EX, but he has to land first. So.
Yeah. Well, the thing is a lot of times Rakestraw autopilots CDP there.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it doesn't kill.
It doesn't kill, yeah.
Yeah, so it's always something you have to be worried about. That like I watched him play 100 games on it a couple weeks ago, and it did too many CDPs.
Too many.
Yeah.
But is aware of it, you know, and aware of it in the spot where it matters on tournament.
And Dalek wasn't ready to get the active reload though, so missed the free like 8 EX bullets right there.
Also misses a grid block for it.
Yeah.
And loses the cycle because of it, or lost the cycle because of it. Well, really lost the cycle because they got hit, but if they had the grid block from the reload, they might have not lost it.
Yeah, maybe like it would have been close. It would have been like a.
I like that delay tech from Dalek there because Rakeshaw really likes to go for like the charge JC JA stuff, right?
Yeah. Also, another thing about Rakestraw is those like TK orbiters.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, that is not on purpose.
Really? I feel like they are. I feel like
they work and they're good, but that is not what they're looking for.
He does it a lot to me, and I'm like, man, I don't know what to do about this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just hold this.
I remember I was talking to them, and it's because they do the specials with analog, and sometimes they get like a nice.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah. There you go.
Honest footsies. Well, it doesn't quite wait long enough to bait the green shield and loses the cycle because of it.
Go. Oh, good 2-2A pickup right there. Or not a full pickup, but.
Well, nice recognition to know that they needed to backdash in order to keep hiding.
Yeah. CFDP just keep up there. Gives Rakestraw a chance though to get that Rekka out right there. Gonna be able to reset. Oh no, goes to the corner, just cash out.
Yeah, the corner carry too, right? Now Dalek is pretty close to the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that CF just immediately get out of that situation early in the cycle as well. That's a pickup.
I actually didn't know that she could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, drops the combo though. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and out of bullets right now, so even if you land a hit, you have to expend it on that reload.
Nah.
Yeah, just like that. They were looking for the 2GC right.
You're absolutely right. I actually thought that the combo itself would kill without the bullets.
They may have also, because you just saw them stand there right there, like.
Well, it is possible they tried a 2-2B, right? And like. There's no bullets. Oh, she does an animation.
She gets the feint and then goes into a reload after, or she does like the click. Oh, I'm out reload, right?
You're right. I think Dalek thought that it would kill without. Oh, unfortunate side swap doesn't delay long enough.
Oh yeah, good CS, but a great backdash from Rakestraw, recognizing that Dalek had been wanting to go for throw in even the previous matches, but this one as well. So
Dalek has also shown DP post CS. As well. Yeah, so the backdash is really good for that as well. Covers 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
Just like that, that orbiter.
It's the pickup. Yeah, that orbiter definitely did not look intentional.
It would have been the craziest play. Let me just say, like, TK over to full screen.
I'm not sure what that accomplishes. Crazy, yes.
It accomplishes being godlike. That's what it accomplishes right now. Good 616, able to maintain the pressure with the laser beam follow-up now, but just...
Yeah, I think that was a cutting sync attempt.
Yeah, but...
maybe misinput. And that'll be Dalek eliminated.
Well, so I think what it was they did buffered laser beam follow-up. And then an 8 cutting sync.
The flash 8, the cutting sync input.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does happen. That is probably right. You're probably right about that.
Well, I'm always right about everything.
I don't know about that one, but...
Name 39 things I'm wrong about. Don't answer that question.
Can I have time and post the tweet longer? The 39 things that Tabby is said wrong.
We don't have time for that, but we do have time for is for you to check out the Match Arena. !M Uni. You can see that we have 38 codes being claimed and a $50 donation.
Yo, let's go Iridify. And also another $30 donation from Deerskin.
My goat?
The goat?
The Sencal?
The Sencal goat.
Who flew up here for like last VR?
Yeah, flew up for the last VR just because like wanted to.
Yeah. I don't, you know, there's like someone else who flew, like there's some like Chicago person that flew here.
Yeah, there was. I don't remember.
No, like for this event.
Oh, for this event.
For this event, they're like here. I don't know. I think they entered maybe 6. I don't remember their name, but they're a current code TO.
Oh. Huh.
But like, I just remember seeing them on the engine, like, what the hell are you doing here?
There was one time Captain Sugar came up for a BR.
That was
Tom just happened to be in town.
No, Tom specifically flew up for that. That was last summer camp.
No, he did. He was here for work stuff.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was here for work stuff.
Okay.
And he just like was like, oh, there's a tournament,
Yeah.
and he just like came out.
Yeah.
And the grand finals was like Captain Sugar versus Rurik, which is like
a
major top 8 game.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny.
It's a shame that Tom is dead.
I know,
Australia.
stuck in Oceania.
Yeah.
You hate to see it.
The Tom retrieval arc has started.
We need to save Tom.
Yeah.
Send the special operations team in to retrieve Tom from Australia.
Get him from out down under. Yeah. So, we might be deliberating between some Grand Blue players and some Under Night players having some overlap.
Yeah, I think
that never happens.
Mars, Cloverwolf.
Well, Cloverwolf's sitting down. So I think
those are the only Grand Blue players that are in the bracket.
Well, but 6 is also happening.
Oh yeah, 6.
I know Mars.
Cloverwolf is definitely in 6. Well,
Yeah.
Clover's already sitting down,
Yeah.
so.
I know Mars is done with Strive, so they're not in that because they were in the early Strive pool.
I think Mars might still be in Grand Blue.
I'm trying to like.
I don't know.
I'm trying to like look and see if they're playing right now.
It's hard
I don't see their Luke cosplay, so.
Oh, is that?
That's what it is. Yeah, it's they're Luke. They walked up to me and did the
okay, that
like-
explains
like-
why I saw him walking so weirdly. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
And
they did the walk up and they were like, oh, what's up, bro? Oh, dude, you look huge.
That makes so much
And then,
sense.
hey, ladies, and then walked up.
Because like I was leaving the Grand Blue area and he was walking into it and he was like doing this weird walk and I was like, what's happening here? Like,
Yeah, they've been doing that to people. Like, I want to get them because we have this camera over here. It like faces off into the crowd.
yeah, into the crowd.
And
so
it's got a little bit of a fisheye. I want them to go up to it and do the boom divorce like pose.
that would be too clean.
Yeah, it'd be goated. It'd be goated. All right, well, it looks like we do have Cloverwolf and Ost now up on.
What does Ost play? Maybe Strive, I guess.
Yeah, Ost
Strive.
is probably in Strive. They're in 6 as well. They're an awesome player.
They don't care about 6 though.
They don't care, but they're in it, and so
they would DQ if it was a problem.
I actually don't know about that.
Maybe.
I think entirely because they paid money to enter.
Oh yeah, that's true. You're right. You're actually so right about that.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah.
Ost on the poor arc. You hate to see it.
I mean, we all are. I'm unemployed.
No comment.
I'm a professional commentator right now. Hire me for your events.
You know, are you a Ken player? You and Ken seem to have a lot in common.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know,
All my apes gone?
All right, so we're gonna see Chaos and Merkava. I feel like Chaos doesn't really like this matchup very much because he has a hard time dealing with Merc being high up in the air.
He does, but I also don't actually know how much experience in this matchup Ost has.
That's true.
Because it's like,
no.
Cloverwolf is like the Chaos player that we had that like actively ground stuff.
Yeah, and Ost obviously not traveling, so has never really played against like Snappy or obviously any of the East Coast Chaos players, right? I've never played against any of the East Coast Chaos players, and I do travel.
So what I'm hearing is you're undefeated versus Bighorn.
You know, I'm not gonna say that, but I will say that Snappy beats me up. So
That's
like,
true.
I don't think it would go very well.
Go no set right there. Yeah.
Also, I played Trill one time in a tournament.
I think Trill's coming back. They've been like tweeting about fighting again. We love to see it. We love to see it. Uni 2, bringing everyone back. There we go. Keeping the chaos pressure. And that's been a big thing is like Cloverwolf has like gotten these trades where they've always ended up back in the corner really quickly, and then Aus not being able to deal with like the Aussie pressure directly afterwards.
I cannot believe that reached. I'm actually so mad.
Yeah. It does just cash out into VOIW. I like they just guarantee the round.
Well, I think the regular EX cash out probably wouldn't have killed.
It wouldn't have.
I think it was ambiguous enough that I agree that doing the CVO IW.
I am also very pro of burning your meter in this game because you gain it back so quickly.
Yeah.
Like we're 20 seconds into this round, you're at 60, you have to cycle.
And now if he CS's, he's going to be at like 150,
yeah,
right?
Like,
well, not anymore, but...
Well, you'll be at like 100 right here. You know you're going to be at 100 just off this combo alone.
Yeah, Merc combo meter gain is actually pretty high, so...
Yeah, yeah. Had it, then still gets to sit with 50 on deck, and fades out the VO with the worm eating it up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is like I said, when Clover Wolf is able to keep that momentum, keep that pressure going, you see it working really well, but I think Ost is just very good at mowing them down and keeping the aggression.
I think in this matchup specifically, the neutral is actually kind of hard for Chaos, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, like, when you do see, like, Clover Wolf actually win the neutral, I think it becomes kind of difficult for Merkava to deal with the Chaos pressure, just due to not having very good mash-out options and Chaos having very good generic pressure, right?
Oh, yeah, no, most definitely. Like, you're seeing a lot from Clover Wolf having to spend Aussie to try to recontrol that neutral and then losing for getting into these situations like this, or having to go for, like, preempted CCs and really aggressive roll options. It's just, like, it's very, very hard to deal with. And now the worms are coming in, it makes it even harder to deal with the aggression.
Yeah, and on the flip side, right, it's also pretty difficult for Chaos to deal with Merc pressure, right? Like, doesn't have a good reversal, doesn't have very good anti-airs, right? Roll is not really a reversal, right?
You have to, like, bait your opponent out to block and then, like, use, like, an EX Aussie special. But it means they have to be, like, sleeping super hard.
It's just not good.
Yeah. It's just like that, like, your up-back Fireball game, like, it just...
Merc playing the full screen is extremely difficult for Chaos to deal with, right?
But, like, the Merc mid-screen beats out the Chaos mid-screen, the Merc zoning beats out the Chaos zoning, the Merc aggression, like, unless you have the Aussie set, it beats out the Chaos aggression.
Yeah.
It's just a very, very hard time to deal with.
It's a rough matchup, I think. Yeah. I like the VO there.
Yeah. Clover Wolf has been wanting to VO when there's those worms around just to, like, get that get off beat, get those chances to try to reset.
I totally understand.
Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes sense, right?
Well, it doesn't get grid broken for that shield. It was a little risky.
And that's it. Having to burn, like, the EX Aussie, like, 63C, and then CS as well, just to try to get your turn back, only to lose it right then after.
I mean, it's fine, though, because it was fine to use it because it was VO state.
Yeah, no.
But
it just it's still like having to do
sucks,
that. Having to do that, and
feels bad.
Like it's.
All right, does get the hit, but no full confirm because Merc was at an awkward height.
Does get the back hit, which if you're just a little bit quicker on the draw, may have led into something. But
yeah, I'm actually not sure. It was a little weird, right? Mid needed to have meter though.
Yeah, and then just set worm.
Yeah, just gonna be lame. There's 15 seconds left. Like the second he jumps 2 and 4B, like it's rough.
Yeah.
Like what do you do if you're Chaos in this situation, right?
Correct.
Yeah. You try to make your way into Merc's mid range, where you lose anyway.
Yeah. Like it's
because 6-6B exists.
I kind of feel like you just have to play like very WP, like just like bracket 6 bracket. Like you have to. It's one of those where you have to give up on what you would normally think you want to do in a general matchup.
You can't run the Chaos game plan until you're actually pressuring him, right?
But once
you're actually pressuring Merc. Yeah, once you're in, it's like, you know, you can run your game, but running your game in neutral is like impossible, right?
It's not impossible.
It's very difficult.
You just have to be on point.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're someone like Clover Wolf who's not actively grinding the game. Like Clover Wolf, I feel like enters every tournament that comes out for it, but they're not, you know,
they're not net play grinding, right? They're not like it's not their main game anymore, right? And it's like and like Ost, I guess, is also not really grinding, but like does play more than Clover Wolf does.
I mean Clover Wolf is only offline.
Only offline events, right?
Like also at least I see the uni pings, the net play PC.
Yeah, and we'll play I don't really see Clover Wolf play uni at local casual events, right? But and Ost definitely makes some time to sit down and play.
Yeah.
At the casual setups, right? So.
And they're usually Ost is usually grinding whatever rollback game that they're playing. I know they've been focusing on 6, but they're playing Stride. They've been They'll play Blaze Blue.
Yeah, Cloverwolf is definitely the multi-game gamer, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
is playing all the games that are out and popular, right?
Yeah.
Of course, that that comes with a lot of skill transfer over, right? And he's very good at a lot of things, right?
Oh yeah,
very solid fundamentally.
It's built up your like general game fundamentals, which I think is a very, very useful and beneficial tool set to have.
But not the specific matchup stuff where it's like, all right, in this matchup I need to like, he's going to play super lame, so I need to do X, Y, or Z, right?
And especially, like, I think you can get away with that in a lot of games, like, oh, well, I mean, not in Strive and 6 for any particular reason on the game itself. It is just, like, Uni is such a late-term game that, like, a lot of the stuff has been discovered, and it's down to very, very micro decisions that change the course of history.
And it's like, there's a lot of stuff in Uni that I feel like is like, you must be this tall to ride the ride, right?
Yeah.
Is kind of how I describe it, where it's like, you have to understand these things before you begin to interact, right?
Oh, yes.
About a matchup. And I think for Chaos Merc, it seems like the onus is on the Chaos player to understand how to play the game, right? How to ride the ride, if the Merc player is also playing it properly.
Exactly.
And I think Ost kind of knew what he should be doing, right? You don't really see Ost run away and play super lame very often, except when it's definitely the effective thing to do.
Exactly. Ost is very much one to not want to do that because they think
he's like, it's lame. He's like, it's boring. I don't want to do that, right? Yeah. But it's like, it's tournament.
It's cringe and you shouldn't be doing it.
True. But at the same time, it's tournament, and he knows that, and he's like, yeah, it's tournament. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, trying to get that back, trying to get some of that $88 extra.
He's trying to get some of his money back, right?
Yeah. Gotta buy more IKEA plushes.
Needs money for the club.
The club. You guys actually like go to the club? I see.
Why do you say you guys as if I go?
I just assume that you're also a part of this. I don't believe you.
I am old.
Well, you are old, just like neither of the players who are in this. Both a couple of youngsters coming in, and Ost already trying to keep the early aggression up in the loser semis.
Yeah, but Rakestraw does have an early lead on the cycle. Oh, I don't like that 2A. I think the post 3C, the shield is basically guaranteed on the fireball, right? So it could have actually won that cycle and not been stuck in this corner getting hit. Ooh, Ost went for routing that would have set the boys, but didn't have enough meter.
Yeah. And that's a micro decision. Goes for a charge right there, but Rakestraw gets a nice run-up throw.
Wide corner throw combo.
Love it. 2K. Yeah, just goes for the late stagger 2A, trying to check this the late stagger. One thing that we need to know specifically about these two players is that they were grinding casuals non-stop right before this topping. So like you're going to be seeing a lot of layer adaptations to how these players are thinking just in that alone.
They're definitely not starting on layer 1, right?
No. But sometimes, like I think Ost is actually very good at resetting back to layer 1s in tournament settings.
If necessary, right?
But definitely hasn't shown it. Just say, oh, an unfortunate 6B drop, but the RIP, we end the club with that 6B counter hit.
Ost like, I'm going to wake up 4B. I'm going to do it. It's going to work. No, you're not. It's not going to work. Rakestraw taking round 1 of game 1. Both players with full bar, though. Oh, I got hit. I shielded and got grid broken, actually, is what happened.
I've already lost both games by this point. Like, I'm out of the turn. All right, good. Pick up by Rakestraw right here. Gets the privileged protagonist forward carry right now.
No, yes, I like the match on the dive kick. It always sucks because, like, dive kicks in this game are really strong. But recognizing when you block them and mash on them is super important. It's actually surprisingly difficult.
Yeah, but the dive kick was also super smart from Ost because you can see Rakestraw go in those situations versus other people, the immediate run-up throws. Like, that's that very obvious, like, hey, we played, we're already past these layers.
Yeah, Ost is definitely one to do, like, fuzzy dive kick OS, right?
Yeah. He doesn't kill,
Not quite enough. All right, but no combo because not close enough to the corner.
I actually...
Spend the meter.
Rakestraw may have not gone for the combo there to try to find another hit to still have more time on the clock. Like,
it didn't wall bounce.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It didn't wall bounce. Oh, this is a nice hit. Oh, drops the combo, though. Ooh, unfortunate. And Ost wins the cycle here. And now Rakestraw is probably going to be in the corner or close to it. I like that forward tech.
Oh, nice clip, no big pickup.
Yeah, I think it's hard to pick up off that, right? Hide backdash really good.
You can choose to like spend the bar to like fully get it because C will close that distance, but like
It's kind of awkward.
it's awkward, but like Ost is like needing that kind of big hit to make something happen.
Wow, you don't normally see that move trade in that way, right? Normally when Merc trades with a move, he loses that trade actually. That's a lot of chip damage too. Yeah, chip. I like, this is something that I definitely see Rakestraw do, is go for these like chip hits. Oh, weird combo.
Yeah, like almost had that pickup, but was just a little too late, giving Ost a big opportunity to find that press out.
I would have liked to see a little bit more patience, right? The round is actually almost to time.
Yeah, and now you're seeing.
Oh, the chip out.
Yeah.
Please. Yes, and he's got CS.
Yeah.
Just keep it safe. Keep it safe. I don't even like the backdashes here.
No, yeah.
Do nothing. Do nothing. Okay,
Yeah,
well, the match is fine.
Well, yeah, because you saw them going in for that like,
He
big
wouldn't have been able to kill him in time, so.
I'm trying to think, like yeah, I mean, you could have just down back, you could have just taken the throw.
Yeah.
And, like,
At 3 seconds left, taking the throw is fine.
oh, even at like 9 seconds, you could have taken that.
Not with Merc. Merc can mash and make the throw do more damage. So I don't like it very much.
Yeah, that's fair. I just think the life deficit was still too high that wouldn't have mattered.
Potentially.
Oh, big grid break.
Shield.
Yeah. Also going to try to take as much mileage out of the extra damage on this confirm as well. To just stop Rakestraw from getting a lot of pressure. Worm sets as well, but good.
Yeah,
blocks.
delay tech as well from Rakestraw. Like really kind of ruining Ost's setup.
But it just gets grid broken immediately right back into it, being very aggressive
Yeah.
with those shields.
That's like a classic thing that I feel like mid-level players do against Merc, is they will try to shield to get the worm to hit the shield right. But Merc actually has time to grid break you for doing that, so...
Especially if they're waiting for it.
If they know that that's something you're prone to do is like try to shield the worms, like they'll just go for like a 3C, right? And it'll be safe because the worm will make it safe afterwards.
There we go. 2C getting a good anti-air hit right now as Rakestraw tried to jump in, but no big confirm.
Oh no! You actually hate to see that for Ost. Oh, doesn't get the full confirm though.
Yeah, getting those like little minor drops being unfortunate right there, but a good
pickup from Rakestraw.
Yeah. Now setting match point as well. Like this is big. Like you're on a momentum.
Yeah, because this is semifinals, right?
This is Lucia Semi, so it's not 3 out of 5 just yet, and you're on a momentum swing versus a character that can generally be pretty good at stopping momentum swings right there. Do you have the mini game?
No, I think that's okay. Right. Worst case scenario, Merc is still in the corner.
Yeah.
Right. Like I get it. Oh, this is really rough for Ost. This is a super dangerous situation.
Yeah, and you see just like one more big hit, but not able to
that
find
could have been it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
And Ost falling to Rakestraw.
Yeah.
Unexpected thing to happen, I would say.
I'm not. Let's go, Oregon. Let's go, Oregon.
That was semis. His first of 2.
It was first of 2. Yeah, they had a double check. But yeah, now Rakestraw in losers finals gonna be playing against Klim.
Yeah. Good stuff to Rakestraw.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
like
goat.
I was saying earlier, you know, grinding the game, definitely trying to make those improvements, right?
Yeah.
And it showed up pretty well here. I mean, I think Ost is a really good win for him.
Yeah, no, Ost is like a very, very solid win, just like it would be a solid win for all the players in this bracket. Check out that Matcherino, claim those codes. Thank you very much. Do those sponsor quests. But yeah, no, Rakestraw has been like... I think the big thing with Rakestraw is like while their like technical gameplay, you can see the very clear improvements on that. They have also put, in my opinion, the most out of every Undernight player into thinking about how the character functions.
Yeah.
Because like the Hide wiki, a lot of the entire matchup portion.
He's actually done a lot of work on like Hide resources.
Yeah. So the entire matchup section of the Hide wiki, which is I think the only one that has a full guide to every single matchup in the game.
I think Lond might also have that, but...
Lond might, but I think Lond still might be inaccurate. It might be 1.0 Claire matchup.
Well, I think it depends on whenever Foxub went through it.
It would have been 1.0. It would have been 1.0, I think. But
but still, yeah.
Rakestraw has studied the game to the point where they have a fundamental idea of how you want to be playing every single matchup. So.
And it's like putting those game plans into action is where it's like been breaking down for him in the past, right?
But we see it on the offense. Like you saw in those last couple games. Just like Oss was not able to stop the pressure, and it was like ludicrous.
Yeah, his pressure's really good, right? Like I think that he's a very good player, right? And I think that Rakestraw's mental in this game is really good.
Yes, they are.
Unbreakable, unshakable mental because I mean, doesn't get good connections. In general,
no. Like they're I've seen them play in 6-bar connections.
They're molded by the high variable delay. They do not care.
You merely adopted the PS4 and Pro input lag. I was molded
by it.
But you see, Klim now actually sticking with the phone on, doesn't want to play the Merc into it because I think they saw like, oh, Rakestraw knows how to deal with this.
Yeah, and Phonon's a less common matchup in this area, so Rakestraw probably doesn't really have much experience with it.
They play Arya quite a bit.
Do they?
When Arya was like, because Arya's not actively grinding the game as much anymore.
Right.
But when Arya was like pinging net play every single day,
that's true.
If
there's one person that you can count to respond to your net play ping, it's Rakestraw.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter when it is, unless it's super late at night and then it's Sparrows.
Yeah.
But if it's at like a reasonable hour, it's Rakestraw responding to your ping.
Oh no, not gonna be able to get that reversal to work out. Klim should just clutch it out right here. Yeah, doesn't need a cash out.
Yeah.
Good old minus whatever you want.
660 round start, beating out Phone on BDP. That's probably matchup knowledge that Rakestraw just has, right? Because Phone on players, especially when they have meter, they're like, oh yeah, this is unbeatable, right? Like, how can I lose?
And
I like that throw.
Yeah, Rakestraw figuring out the tools that they need to be able to try to knock Klim down. But this is actually like the matchup of two people that don't get out-mentaled in the game.
That's true.
This is going to be very like players who you can't ice them out. You're just going to be able to play it. You're just going to be able to go through.
Both players are just like, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes it be like it do.
Like that, yeah.
It be like that.
But I will say something that I think is in Rakestraw's advantage in this matchup, right? Is Rakestraw does really good stagger pressure, and Klim is a dirty masher. So those two things don't generally mix very well.
They don't, but you're already seeing like.
But Klim's actually being more patient than I would expect here.
Yeah, because I think they're seeing it. I think they saw like you watch that last match versus Austin. Austin was pressing
that shield,
a lot.
so good. Won the cycle.
CS turned, yeah.
FFOS, yeah. But this is a pretty big life lead for Rakestraw. So as long as they're patient here, they should be fine. Klim does need like 2 throws or a hit like that.
If you get a hit like that,
it's over.
Yeah, you just VOC into IWEX, yeah.
Timer stops, but Klim can just up back fireball and just waste time.
Wake up EX Rekka.
No. I like the wake up dash throw though. Yeah, just doesn't have the time. The wake up dash throw is probably the best chance, actually.
Yeah, you think you're just gonna like hold down back on like a crazy reversal option. But like Klim's probably just like OSing on that as soon as they see the run up. Like.
Yeah, or I mean honestly, up backing will fix that as well. So.
But you don't want to like up back because if you think they're ready for that, do like run up DP or something.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's counterplay. Like you're still on like layers. And
Rakestraw with a good hit here though doesn't quite win the cycle, but Klim is in the corner. Yeah. Goes for the OS crush.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and that's a OS right there, right? I would like to see Rakestraw TRM, right? That's not something that I see them do very often.
Yeah, you're right.
But Klim would definitely be getting hit by it.
Yeah, like you're seeing Klim like just offering those OSs like kind of back to back. Oh
Unfortunate situation for Rakestraw.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I mean that's just unlucky. Didn't delay long enough.
Yeah.
Right. That's just uni weirdness that you just have to know and account for, right? Does have the cycle, though, and the life lead, so it doesn't really need to be playing this aggressive.
Yeah.
Right? I would like to see Rakestraw be a little bit more patient here, right? I know that, you're playing against a zoner, so you feel like you have to go in, but you have the life lead. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, especially versus, like, a zoner who's going to lead you into some very not great situations after.
Phonon's not going to mix you up. She's not Hilda. She's not going to be able to set up a mix-up.
Phonon can, Klim wouldn't. Klim can't, because Klim doesn't know the clear mix-up.
Klim just did 6FF overhead, so, right to say that.
They heard us.
VO from Rakestraw is coming, I'm pretty sure.
No,
maybe not.
Willing to hold it, like, knowing that you still have another game to go, so you don't need to try to go too ham and push those layers that far.
Notices the unsafe combo drop, so we'll corner to corner Clem.
Yes, you guys are. Just get the basics.
Oh, wake up, Rekka!
That's the Hyde classic. Just wake up Rekka as soon as they see you try to enter the air, trying to do anything.
That's definitely like an Infinity Hyde thing, you know?
Real.
It's like, what school of Hyde do you believe in, right?
Are you an Infinity Hyde or are you an Isaac Hyde?
Are you like the
But Clem saying you don't gotta go to school. You're gonna get schooled. Up 2-0 now.
Yeah, 2-0 for Clem.
Yeah.
You know, Rickstraw could bring it back.
And I've seen it before. You've seen Rakestraw make these like large deficits in other events and stuff like that.
Well, and we saw Clem go up 2-0
and then
get a reverse sweep. So
the zoomer hands.
Oh yeah, it gets a pickup
Yeah.
because of the butt slam.
A good old GameStop trade in the Rakestraw's favor, and like recognizing that was a weird hit. So
I did not know that was Hyde's throw animation. It's not very often you see the active frames of throw in CS, right?
That's true, yeah.
Which is, I think, why we saw Clem shield there.
You're just like, oh, red flash, shield that, and then.
Because Phonon no longer a 5-framer, right? Hyde is.
Yeah.
Little air to air from Clem.
Yeah, and the C guys are trying to cash out wherever they can. CS, I like that try in case, like Cliff tried to go for the EX Fireball immediately afterwards.
Yeah, I think it was also like a situation where winning the next cycle was winnable, but at the same time, you already know that you don't need a CS because you already know it's going to happen, and you had full meter anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of wasting resources.
Like I said, I think it was one of those like calling out the EX Fireball because there will be that gap there.
Potentially, but I still don't really like it that much.
That's once again, I agree. I don't like it either. It's just like that's. I think it's a decision-making process that Rakestraw had.
Ooh, CDP after post CS. Oh no, doesn't get the full combo.
Yeah, just backing to get out of the C-Lays. Don't even worry about it. What a trade!
That's unfortunate for Rakestraw. Yeah, but that's a really good run, right? 4th, I think.
Third.
Says losers finals. You're right. That is 3rd.
Yeah, that's 3rd. That's sort of coming up. They've come up to a couple like smaller Seattle stuff, and but like being able to like fight someone like Clem, who you see in the top cuts of a lot of like the larger events.
Clem's rough to fight against, right? But getting 3rd is really good.
No, yeah, super solid. Like
took a win off Ost, right? That's a pretty good win.
Highest placing Oregon player.
Highest placing Oregon player at probably any Seattle event that's happened for Under Night.
In Claire, absolutely.
In ST, also probably still true.
I actually don't know about that. Because
who played in ST in Oregon?
Moss.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And we had
it's no longer true. Yeah, it's no longer true then.
And why am I Ada? The FEMA player.
I don't remember Ada ever coming up to our event.
Ada came up to at least Red Bull Conquest. I'm pretty sure. The Cosmo player, like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know who that person is.
Yeah.
I forgot about Moss.
How can you forget about my boy Moss?
I haven't seen Moss in forever.
He said that he would come back if Rollback was in.
Yeah. I know Moss is an Mbon player. Is actually CG's Mbon partner.
Yeah.
I know CG was like, I want to go to Oki, and I want to get Moss to go to Oki so that we can play Mbon with the Canadians. He was like, I don't want to go up for fighting games. I want to go up for Mbon. I'm like, you're Canadian.
You're either Canadian
or
you're NorCal.
Yeah. It's like, because I feel like the Canadians, they have their fighting game events, but they don't have them to play fighting games. They have them so they can play Mbon, Mahjong, or TCGs.
Yeah.
Those are the 3. Like, the fighting games are just an excuse.
Yeah,
they're like, man, can I go O2 so I can play some Mbon? Like, all right, but going into it, we see Clem versus CG, right?
Yeah, Clem versus CG. Clem on the loser side of things here. So would need the 2-3-0, the 2-3 win sets back to back.
And starting off with Phonon this time, right? Doesn't believe in the Merc maybe.
I think you've played it for now like 2 sets. You're just
warmed up on Phonon, so may as well.
And like I said, we already saw CG check the Merkaba once they got the download on how Klim wants to play.
And did only get the one game on Phonon versus CG, right?
Yes.
Like, so it doesn't really have enough data to say whether or not it'd be good or bad. So
I can always swap back at any time.
Yeah,
nice
true.
2-2-B
charge right there, be able to keep the big plus frames. Doing it again. See that Klim's really afraid of that. Just willing to hold it.
yeah, I mean, not too sure why, I guess. I mean, I guess the life lead is pretty big for CG, right? And Klim does die to a single hit, right?
Yep.
So maybe a little scared. I like that cancel. Notices the assault.
I like that.
Again? Really? We're really doing this? We're not going to do, like, I don't know, EX up kicks or anything else that doesn't waste all your... I mean, I guess EX up kicks doesn't kill.
This kills.
That's true.
This does kill. And
All your meter, though. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's
But you're now at an even meter. It's
But honestly, yeah, you're right.
It's
With,
18 on Klim.
Limit, like, no meter, it's actually not a bad idea. I kind of like it. It's terrible, but I kind of like
yeah,
it.
exactly. See? Wow, this play sucks, but I can't stop doing it.
It's like, work twice.
Yeah. All right, gets the tech out of it. Nice 4C, but no big pickup off of it.
Wasn't counter hit, and so it was just kind of awkward, I think.
You can still at least, I think, get a Rekka enter right there. To, like,
Probably,
make it
but
mostly safe,
it's just a weird hit.
Yeah, most definitely. Right?
Gets caught trying to do 2-3-6.
Yeah, with a full screen 3C. Yeah.
I mean, you know, Kidu Charge 2C is really good, so...
But, like, CG has been using it so sparingly, but Klim is always on point as soon as it comes out to try to snipe it.
Yeah, that's true, but, you know, had a massive life lead when he did it, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like it's like, Klim is just still showing that, hey, I'm quickly reacting.
No, the cheapies! Assault JACS. You're not dead, though. I still think you're not dead.
You're not dead, but you're not winning the life lead.
You are definitely losing a life lead, but I don't think you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too scaled.
Like if C parry.
That would have been...
That would have worked.
No.
That was really good.
I understand the 5As there. Normally that catches backdash, and a lot of times it catches up back, but he didn't do a deep enough dash.
Yeah. I think he was trying to preemptively dash block it like early, like fuzzy dash block early.
Yeah, just maybe misspacing it, right? Like hard to say for sure.
There we go. Counter hit dive kick is that big starter I think that CG was looking for at a lot of these earlier hits, right? Like takes the mid screen ender.
OS?
Yeah. You like that? Like the good.
No, drops the killing combo, but gets a TRM and ends it anyway. Combo dropper guy in full effect here.
Combo's gone. Alright, CG now.
I like that up kicks.
Yeah.
It didn't work, but it's sick. I wish it did. Nice assault in. Gets a counter hit, so the assault scaling's gone. Has a huge grid lead here. I like that delay, right? If you push your offense too hard, you give Klim the opportunity to take the cycle back.
Oh yeah, yeah. And like you really cannot afford to lose the cycle in this matchup, like out of everything.
Well, especially if you've got Phonon cornered, right? You're just like, yeah, this is sick. Yeah.
Just takes all ender, forcing CG to get just like deal this pressure, deal this the re-CS back in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Implementing the like 3C feint with that CS right there and just blowing Klim up for trying to press out.
I think this is not quite dead, but a throw will be able to do it after this. Suspend it? Oh,
No.
choose not to.
No.
Yo, the wake up dash block, you're actually nasty.
But CG wasn't ready to get the 5A
get mashed on and die.
Yeah, not willing to commit to that 5A confirm, but you and Kidu like has an advantage of having that longer like active 5A.
Yeah, it's a double hitting 5A.
But still just too committed to the dash block re-up throw afterwards, thinking to get blocked.
You know, sometimes getting hit is actually a good thing, right? Your opponent's not ready for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, wake up parry.
Yeah. He tries to CS it, but still forced to block it.
Oh, it doesn't get baited by the J4B.
Yeah. I like that charge 5C after the dash of 5B, but misses the pickup. Oh, see, guys are whipped though!
And a high counter from it.
Yeah, this
And he's in Vorpal?
He's in Vorpal. Has to beat him on a drops!
A high pressure situation, right? You're in grand finals against Klim. You're up a game, right? Oh, no, that's not what he wanted. He did not want a no cancel charge CC, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Dead, yeah.
That was like, it was an input error. Like, you had 200 meter on deck. You had everything in the world to get out of it.
We should see CG sit. Yes.
Yes, yes. Ice him out. Ice him out. Ice him out.
My goat just sitting at the you know
what?
end game screen.
I have to check Twitch chat. If y'all aren't spamming Unlimited Blade Works in chat right now, trying to ice him out, I'll be disappointed.
Taking a deep breath, taking his time. I love to see it. I love it when players do that. Obviously not going to do a ton against Klim, but is definitely really good for CG's mental. It's a nice parry. TRM, let's go. Knows that Klim is OSing. Double up kicks in the corner for like a ton of damage. Gets caught mashing on 3C. Yeah. No. Oh, FF. Oh no, up kick starter. Nice. This should be dead. Yeah. Had to spend it, but you know, 3.8 is pretty good. Klim dropping the combo. CG not getting a punish on it, but is smashing out. Oh my god, the parry after minus frames. Classic. Not close up the corner to get double up kicks, but maybe I was expecting a weird match from CG there, or from Klim there. Parry? Yeah, see parry. Klim mashing. This should be... Oh, but... Why am I even saying anything? Every time I say it, CG's going to drop the combo and for, like, you know... Yeah, nice parries. CG with a pretty massive life lead here.
Yeah, and, like, just willing to take these throws from Klim constantly right now.
Nice shielding. Will win the next cycle, unless something horrible happens. Klim trying to bait with a J4B again, but CG didn't fall for it the first time and didn't fall for it that time. And again, we see a no cancel charge CC.
Yeah. And Klim misses the full confirm off of it, though, so CG still has a chance.
CG still has a life lead, actually.
Yeah, with this 10 seconds left, but you have to be careful because, like, you have to...
And the trip guard, yeah.
Yeah, you have to be constantly dodging those fireballs not to deal with the chip that's coming through. So, like, Klim is just ready to put themselves in a good situation. That trade doesn't work out, but
the combo doesn't work because of the air hit.
Yeah.
Oh, CG might be getting a little tilted mentally, but... Pillar CS into pressure. Nice throw tech. Gets the full pickup from Klim here. This is not looking too good for CG. Was in a good position to win game 3, but now not so much.
I mean, anything's still possible here. Has the cycle right here, so does get the C parry.
C parry.
Able to regain control with the deep 5-8 anti-airs off that EX fireball attempt right there. But a great jump out from Klim coming through.
It's up to CG for blocking it all, right? That's not what he wanted.
That was definitely supposed to be 236C to be able to blow through that fireball right there.
Oh, gets a nice hit here. This is still doable. Has the cycle as well. Klim does not have meter.
But doesn't backdash to check the forward tech. And the 236C gets clipped.
But no confirm for Klim.
3C whiffs, but no big punish on it right now.
Yeah, and the trip guard on the assault. Yeah. CG's been assaulting after in that situation a lot, right? And Klim catching onto it, starting to do the 3C, right? Yeah, definitely need a reset. I think you could feel the mental break a little bit after that second round happened, where it was so close to closing out game 3, right?
Yeah, like CG, it's so hard, right? Like, it's hard. You've been so close so many times. There's been some very clear, like, whether it's like nerves or just like, you know, the DS4 pads finally breaking. Like, there's been a couple like really unfortunate situations.
It's not your home setup. It's Uni on a PS5, which is actually worse. The worst version of Uni.
Only slightly more worse than a PS4.
I know. I'm just saying. You know, it's a high pressure, tense situation. But that things matter.
But that is a higher refresh rate monitor to balance it out.
I don't know if that's how that works.
It does.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, regardless, you know, it's still a high-pressure, tense situation, right?
Yes, yeah.
So.
And you're playing against someone. You're not playing against, you know, also not playing against someone that you regularly play against in these brackets. Clem isn't always out in Seattle, like coming down and trying to get this far.
Exactly.
Usually you're playing Rourke in this, and Rourke has a very particular play pattern that CG's used to. But CG now channeling that aggression right now to try to not get forced into the reset.
Does the backdash after the Oki, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, FFOS maybe? Dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, the mental recovered at least a little bit, right? That's a really good round to win, and it's a really good round to win as heavily as CG did, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Most definitely. But Clem not letting that phase them as all. Like they haven't phased the other runs. The fireball drops right there, but CG not ready to get that scramble picked up.
We've been seeing Clem drop a lot of stuff in this set, right? And I wonder if, you know, it's something similar with Nerves, which is not something I would associate with Clem, or maybe it's just phone on Rust, right?
It could be phone on Rust. Like they were grinding. They were on Merkava through the rest of the bracket prior.
And I know that at VSB they mostly play Merkava.
Yeah.
So send it. Yeah, good.
Throw whip right there,
Throw
but
whiff is plus, even off.
Even offline. Even offline. But it's plus on PS5.
It's plus on PS5. You're absolutely right.
There we go.
Oh yeah, delay assault to beat out the parry. Delay tech. Nice throw. Tries to air, but not quite working out. We'll probably die off of this, actually. Yeah. Does have to spend it, right?
But it's totally fine to spend it, right? You already have basically 100 meter on deck. And going into a round with 200.
5B counter hit starter.
Yeah, it's big. Especially with CG having 200 meter on deck.
Corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Good old 3.7K. I like the delay run up actually. Trying to just make sure Clem doesn't go for that forward tech.
Yeah, I mean, recognizing the spacing, right? So knows that he actually doesn't need to backdash, right? Like he can just hold his ground and Clem won't be able to forward tech out.
See, oh, great counter hit 5B as long as you keep it clean.
Triple up, quadruple up kick. It was about to be 5. He was going to EX up kick afterwards. It was going to be sick.
I told you to keep it clean.
That's clean. That's not hard. It's not hard. After the second up kick, it's just less
when
damage.
you had VO,
that's fine.
And they were at like a pixel.
I want 5 up kicks.
I get it.
I want 5 up kicks.
I get it. That's like the CG move right there to hit you with 5 up kicks.
Oh, gets hit by the assault.
Yeah.
And CG's feeling himself. He got the 5 up kicks. That's what he needs for momentum. I'm telling you.
No, that is. Like, it's very clear on this. We're getting like deep dash in there, try to get that meaty 5 aid, and then getting the throw immediately afterwards. AO strike throw.
CG plays his best when he's feeling himself, and you can tell he's feeling himself now.
Yeah. With throw into throw.
You know, it's actually messed up. The Clem was clearly trying to FFOS that.
Yeah.
The whiff throw messed up the FFOS, and before the startup, CG could throw again and ruin it. That is so unlucky for Clem.
And immediately just taking all the wind out of Clem's sails right now.
That feel when you get punished for your opponent's mistakes.
Yeah, and now just stuck in this really unfortunate situation.
Oh, the VO point!
You have VO
as well? No.
Kill off this CG. You can do it right here. VO. 2360 IW, that should walk it up right here for CG to take.
Takes it 3-2 over Clem.
Yeah, taking bonus round here.
Holding Seattle's honor in his hands.
Canada sucks.
Making sure Vancouver doesn't come down and win our tournament.
All right, yeah, so what? Keeping the money in the U.S. economy right here.
Just, you know, doing God's work.
We salute you, young Canadian gamer, right there. What a set!
Yeah,
what a set! Like obviously all the sets I think we have this top 8 were like very, very good, but like the Clem CG sets I think were the highlights of the night, at least for me personally.
You could, both players were like, I don't know, playing with nerves, right? You could tell both players like, oh man, I gotta. There's just so many like adaptations and like.
Yes.
Just micro stuff, right? That I don't know. It's just sick. Undernight is cool.
Well, it's all right. It's okay.
It's pretty sick.
I've been known to like it one straight, but you saw with like CG, I think really, I think like turned off that limiter switch in his head. You saw a lot in the early games, especially versus that Merkava, really early on, was just like I'm kind of being passive and letting you get away with this. And you saw that it led to a 3-2, both in winners and in grands, when CG was like allowing Clem to be passive and be Clem. But as soon as you like took that off and like Emiya theme was playing in the back of his mind, like Like,
and I think something that was really helpful, right? Something that you see growth as a player for CG here, right, is the icing, right? Like, CG is extremely emotional. He knows that he's an emotional player. Like, everyone has told him, hey, you know, you are an emotional player. You need to do things to regulate your emotions in tournament sets in these high-pressure situations, right? And we just see him successfully doing that, right? And it just worked out perfectly for him.
Which, this is different than Frost Fausting CG.
Yeah.
Which I remember watching his top 24, like it was like the 13th place set or 11th place, I don't remember the exact number, but just watching him just mash into rematch immediately after bad loss after bad loss.
It's like you can't do that. You're just gonna dumpster your mental. And right there, right, like he went from losing a game, taking a sip of water, taking some time, went back into it, landed a 5-up kick combo, and was like, all right, we're in there. I'm gonna win this set now.
And then didn't give Klim a chance to breathe. It was
that was it. That was the set. That was the game-winning point right there. Was that icing into I'm gonna hit you with 6-up kicks in this combo, and that's it. You're gonna lose.
Yeah.